This is Bye Money, and welcome to my live trading journal with live commentary, scalping only one single instrument using only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. Why only one instrument? Well, because in a world with so much information, I like to keep things simple as possible. And why only one setup? For the same reason. There can be many types of setups, but when we just focus on one single setup, it simplifies our trading. And also, we like to use price action to minimize the amount of indicators we have on the chart. And we like to read whatever information the chart is actually telling us in the immediate context. And so, if you don't know what the two-legged pullback is, simply it's a setup that looks like this. Call this a first pullback, first entry, second pullback, and second entry. And you can also count it like this: A, B, C, and A leg right here. And we like to find the setup at key areas such as moving averages, trend lines, channels, and support resistance levels. So if we just look on the chart right now, you can see that it's filled with two-legged pullbacks that we're able to scalp. For instance, if I grab this two-legged pullback and I actually bring it here, we have a nice two-legged pullback right here. This one has a lower high, but it's a two-legged pullback with a trap off the 20 EMA. This is one of our favorite setups on the channel, and as you can see here, there's a two-legged pullback and it's able to make a scalp. And notice how this two-legged pullback looks a little different than the one I drew. You can have two variations. You can have this variation, this is the classical one, and then you can have the second variation, which is with a lower high. And so this one right here is the second variation. We have to find the setup in those key areas such as the moving averages, which is this blue line. Also on the chart, you can see a bunch of numbers above and below the candles. This is an indicator that automatically identifies second entries and two-legged pullbacks. And so dark red numbers are second entry shorts, and dark green numbers are second entry longs. And as you can see in the chart, there is a bunch of those dark green and dark red numbers. Also, magenta boxes are traps. That's when the second entry fails to make a point. And so we do have a second entry here that fails to make a point. So A, B, C, and we see that it breaks up here, and this is the second variation, but we can also see that it's between the 240 SMA and the 20 SMA, and as it's between here, we can see that it's creating some chop here. Also, you can see with the trading range indicator that this is getting choppy here, and typically you do not want to trade opposite of going into the trend of the trading range. And so went into here and it fails to make a point. That's why we have a trap right here with a magenta box. If you want to know more information about this setup, you can check out the description below, and in the description there is information on how to identify the two-legged pullback, how to count legs, and so you can. It also tells you how to find traps. So go ahead and check out that the playlist in the description below. Also in the description below, there's a time index, just indexing the time here. And today I actually was able to scalp out $500 before 12 o'clock, and so that was kind of nice. And so yeah, stick around to see the live trades. And if you want to know more information about the indicator, go ahead and check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. And otherwise, stick around, and I hope you guys enjoy. And as always, happy trading and God bless. Going long here. Trading range indicator, two-legged pullback at the bottom of the trading range. Enough room back to the top of the trading range here. And the most recent trend is actually an uptrend. So let's see if we can get a good signal bar here. Don't want to do it too early. Alright. There we go. I'm in. Scalped out instantly. Might not go much higher than that. I might just... There we go. That was a two-legged pullback. A, B... Well, actually, that's why the indicator is important, because these are hard to see sometimes. A, B, C. Bottom of the trading range, as you can see here. Enough room to top the trading range. Scalps out. And it goes into this trading range on the uptrend. So, good scalp right there. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not what I wanted. It's got a new keyboard and keys are a little kind of different places, so yeah, two-legged pullback to the bottom trading range created by the trading range indicator, and a two-legged pullback indicator giving us a scalp right here with enough room to the top of the trading range. Coming back to retest the top of this trading range. This trading range right here, the top of this, has a lot of support at the moment because of how many touches it has. Okay, I'm very interested here. I'm thinking it's gonna make it to like H4 failure off of this top of this trading range, which had 9 touches. I'm very interested in this long here, and so yeah. And you know, you're just thinking it hit this 9 times, and you think when it comes back to it, it's gonna react to it. So see here, we might get the H5, and quickly, and it typically just like does a quick spike on the H5, and so that could actually stop you out, and then I'll reverse. But let's see here. I'm gonna just keep it at 4-point stop loss. I may fidge with it a little bit, so I don't get stopped out right at this if the H5 triggers. Ideally, I can just scalp out right here. Okay, most likely we'll be able to scalp out. Let's hope we can scalp out here. I'm still thinking we can scalp out with the H4 failure off the top of this trading range, which had 9 touches. I can extend this so you can see it at the current price action. This is the top of this trading range. Just waiting here, waiting to scalp out. You know, typically when you scalp out, it should be like really quick, but sometimes it just takes a little bit. And I'm personally thinking, you know, people are continuing to buy right here, buy, because of the many reactions right there. So still waiting, just scalp out. Enough room to 20 EMA, enough room to the top of this, on the bottom of this trading range. So I'm feeling okay here, even though I'm a little disappointed at the moment, but I'm still feeling pretty good right now. The H4 failure. Still feeling really good now since it ended like that. I'm thinking 90% chance to scalp out here. If not here, I might consider... Okay, scalped out. Just being patient. I should have moved it here. Hopefully I can get a little more. The bottom of this trading range. There we go. Alright, scalped out with the H4 failure. Off the top of this trading range, created by the trading range indicator.